Hello and welcome to the Foundry Roundtable, what used to be the podcast that was exclusively for the Foundry for Star Trek Online. I'm Drogan1701, and what we're going to do today is basically do a big finale live stream for the Foundry, since it's set to be sunsetting in a couple of weeks' time. And we're going to be going for about 6 hours. Should be nice. We're going to run missions, which is probably like half of our favorite thing to do.
Write missions, play missions. It's fun.
Absolutely. So with me is the usual gang. All right, let's see. Garthon, I do not think I have you on my friends list in game.
It's at Justice.
Oh no, I do actually.
Justice. It's like, oh wait,
you people who don't have, who have different screen names for things.
You mean like PaxFederatica? That guy.
Yes. Yes, and that guy too. You're all terrible.
I'm just Greendragoon wherever I go.
Technically, my forum name is different than my in-game name by one letter. Technically.
AEI Judge Cat wants to sit in lap. I've got AEI Judge Cat now.
What will we do now that he's in retirement?
Have to judge other things.
Yeah.
Oh, judge contests of other sort if Cryptic needs tiebreaker by cat available.
Of course, being a cat, he's always silently judging you.
Oh, just one's not like that.
I mean, yeah, judging things comes naturally to cats.
Okay, so mission is Shattered Relic, the second episode of Starfleet Security season 3, starts over at the Chapel System Alpha Quadrant.
Oh, also, just in case you were wondering, the Relic will probably be in even more pieces when Rappaccini's done with it, so
Yeah. Okay. So
we should have stuff good.
Okay, do we want to get this one started?
Yeah, let's roll.
If you looked at that thing I linked on Twitter, as for the Rings of Destruction thing, hers is deforestation.
Okay,
yes, that was a Captain Planet reference.
All right, I can get it started with the briefing, and then I'll yeah. So, it's a time for celebration and reflection as the Federation and Icodians gather for a diplomatic exchange. History cannot abide a quiet moment left unleveraged. What will emerge from the depths of time to spoil this sunny occasion set in the midst of volcanoes and glaciers? Find out in the second climactic episode of Starfleet Security Season 3. Boom.
And we need Justice to come to Chapel System after he gets the mission.
I thought we were going to read the hail first. I'm sorry.
Oh, hello.
Oh, well, he did that.
Oh, I read the briefing.
No, you read the briefing.
So here's the hail. Hello, Fleet Admiral. This is Linnea of Earth Space Talk. Admiral Quinn he's requested you to proceed to the planet Barvas, near the Chapel System, for a meeting with the Iconians. A ceremonial exchange is set to take place, and your presence would help ensure a trouble-free... No, I just can't say it. Just get over there. And make sure the explosions don't happen in proximity to the boss. Linnea. Giving you some BS reason to be there, but she couldn't go through with it.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Basically my perennial gag of basically making light of the standard intro.
Chapel System's in the Alpha Quadrant?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay,
basically, just take an immediate
go
from
east.
DS9.
West out of...
West out of DS9. It's basically
right.
west out of Earth Space Dock, because that's just kind of like right there.
Yeah.
Also, you'll find all of our ships parked in orbit of it, so just follow our ships.
Now, if you run into Minas Corva, you've gone too far.
You've gone too far.
Yeah.
Remember, take a left when you get to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad though for my the mission that followed this, which was my more of a send off. I did include a Viva Fluid plus Admiral Quinn joke right at the start.
Viva Fluid plus.
Little Captain's Room. If you haven't played it yet, go play it right now. Well, not right now.
I recently watched someone live stream that. That is just, it's just so terrible and so great at the same time.
Like like with Kale, I was going to suggest that one, but I thought that was going to be like pushing it over the top a bit.
Well, suggest it and give them strong considerations about what it actually is.
Okay, so we're all in range, I think.
Yep. Begin.
Course plotted to the Bravis system, sir. We'll be there in a few minutes.
Proceed! Yeah, I kind of came to the realization that Barvis was a little bit harder to say, but then I got to the point where it's like, I'd have to go back and rewrite half the mission. Like, to find that, it's like, no, good enough. This is one of those, like, one of my attempts to fill in the Federation a little bit by making miscellaneous planets sort of in between. Because we don't really see that a whole lot in the main missions or what, like, things that are a little bit further reaching, so... It's like, yeah, I kind of like that. Just kind of like the, hey, let's double down and just kind of get to some Isaac Asimov level world building. So I have fun with it. It's a nice place. It's just it has things.
There's lots of other systems. They're all just really, really boring.
Part of the
this one has volcanoes.
Part of the reason why I made Betarana what it is that it's a location that the Federation hadn't bothered developing because of the fact that, one, it has an unstable star, two, none of the planets is any good, and three, it didn't have any valuable minerals. So they're like, whatever. Maybe we'll find a use for it. We'll build
Authortron 9000 can just be preceded.
Okay.
Optional dialogue. Optional dialogue. We follow the Duncan. Follow the Duncan. Freighter, Galaxian. Garthon, or, yeah. Make talking.
The Talaxian? That's a bug.
Claws at the camera, attempts to burrow into it.
Throw coffee at the V-screen.
This is Captain Bailey of the USS Sierra.
No, wrong one. Someone hit the mission objective.
Down, Phantasia, down. I'm sorry about that, but my little skibet is attracted to certain EM frequencies. How can I help you?
Either one would work out.
I need to go. Thanks.
Just a cave spider joke on that one.
I should go.
I need to go. I'm scared. Okay.
Hey! This is Captain Bailey of the USS Sierra. We'll be conducting a quick sweep of your vessel before it's cleared for orbit. Sit tight and we'll have you on your way momentarily.
Into a sweep.
A sweep.
Yes, in accordance with Federation Interstellar Transit Guidelines, but Barvis is a Stage 1 colony world. Transporter activity is heavily regulated unless you submit to a check for a potential invasive species. If you're clear, no worries. The medicine will be exempt and you'll be free to come and go as you please.
Go ahead.
Peps console. Scan is complete. Your ship has been cleared for full access to the... You spelled it differently this time.
Yes.
Barvis planetary system. I am sure the locals hope that you'll enjoy your stay.
Thank you, Captain. So, series regular from Season 1, now in commander for new starship. She was in command of the Discovery, but I had to change that.
Icolas report. How may I direct
your communication?
She can speak with two voices.
So weird and alien.
I'm attempting to contact Admiral Quinn.
Let me see. Admiral Quinn is presently engaged with the Iconian delegation. However, if you would like to transport to the surface, I can inform the Admiral of your arrival.
Thank you. Transporter quarters locked. Site-to-site transport is standing by, sir.
Energize.
Now, see, that's the voice you should have done for Worf.
Little cat's trying to bite me.
My voice is probably the deepest of all of us, so I could do a little bit of Michael Dorn.
Greetings, Captain. How are you doing today? That's about the best I can do.
So we're probably going to be separated on this map.
Greetings, Captain. A fine day it is.
Well, I mean, if we're separate, that just means you won't be in the blast radius when I make things explode. So
Yeah. So for this one, yeah. On this map, yeah, there's only 2 optional dialogues, which are of good, entertaining character. One I definitely want Johnny Snowball to see. Black coal, the black coal.
It is true that the first one always does seem to take the longest. I guess
Like first,
well, I guess the first is loading in. This is the first going to a planet, I guess.
well, I think it has something to do with the way the server prioritizes maps. Is that Foundry missions basically have 0 priority, so it has to reallocate server memory space to load the Foundry mission. It doesn't already have a slot in the thing.
Well, we're all
hey, we're
together.
together. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay.
Close,
So-
actually. It has to do with the server has to spool up instances, and so for cryptic missions, they'll have instances pre-spooled up. But they can't do that for a Foundry mission because they don't know what you're going to load. So that has
and
to
there's
take
too
the
many
time
Foundry
to actually.
missions.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to Incognito Admiral Quinn.
Fleet Admiral,
Fleet
you're
Ad.
here.
Go for it.
Quickly, I don't want to be drawing attention to Iconians before.
Garthon.
Yeah,
All right. There you are, Quinn. I was beginning to worry that we wouldn't be able to tour the facilities together. This is a most charming hovel. Notices you, bows gracefully. Ah, it is a pleasure to see you. I am Corinne.
I'm
Greetings.
performing the ceremonial
Oh,
dance of my
perform the
people.
dance of my people.
Yes.
Corinne is leading the Iconian delegation to this small conference. We are to exchange ceremonial gifts as a, well, sign that our people can engage in normalized diplomacy.
So my role is to facilitate.
As the other, you are uniquely positioned to serve as an intermediary. Should something happen, there's perhaps no one better suited to settle the dispute before the conference is disrupted.
Second option.
Sir, are you anticipating an attack?
What?
Last one.
Why else call me? I'm terrible with people, and if it weren't for wars, I'd never have been promoted.
Because you were the one who jumped in time portal and became at once the principal savior of the Iconian and the Federation civilization. If anyone can stop a fight between the two inebriated veterans with a score to settle, it's you. There's a starbase in orbit, and elements of the 7th Fleet are standing by in case anyone decides to intervene. I need you to simply be you.
Understood.
Okay, explode all of the things. Got it.
Takes Quinn's arm in the friendly way, not the literal way. I understand that our dear Quinn has assigned you a most opulent suite. By your standards, you should check in and enjoy the amenities before the ceremonies begin.
And then we blow everything up. I mean, presumably.
Stay out of trouble.
Let's stay out of trouble.
Yeah. So this is a sort of a relatively open map, some optional dialogue, kind of in the style, not like to the extent of Apex, but just, like to build things.
Show us where the best ones are.
Yeah. So,
I'll follow you.
yeah. So
I can't jump from platform to platform.
I was very careful about that. That's where a lot of assets went.
Oh, right. Making sure there were invisible wallpaper everywhere.
When you do a show
this
with
one's. Oh wait.
Markhawkman
This
for
one's
6
just good for
years.
context.
Fleet Admiral, the Iconian Order greets you in friendship.
I
don't.
recognize this species.
I'm Unata. Our homeworld is close to the blessed Iconia. Corinne and her kind uplifted us when they returned to the galaxy. I am one of the first to join the Herald and serve the Iconians.
returned is putting it very mildly.
I know what they did to your people, but I must live according to what they did for mine. The galaxy is full of great sadness and misfortune. It defined the Unata. Our home had been annexed by the Klingons and taken by the Romulans. When Hobus exploded, the Star Empire withdrew. We were left without the means to sustain ourselves. I lived in the ruins of the capital, watching the desert sands blow ever inward. The Iconians were the first to come and show compassion for our strife. I serve as the adjutant not out of force or political will, but because I want to help. Others, as the Iconians, helped me.
I see. So, what's her name?
Fashrizo. Fash signifies region, Re, my family, and Zo, the month of the year in which I was born. Here, the use of any part is appropriate.
And here, so, Adjutant, what do you think of Barvis?
He needs work. Or it needs work. But I like that I'm able to stand here and speak with any fleet admiral who wanders by.
Take care. So that character is referenced a few times going forward. So it's just one of those things where it's sort of like a separate little thread going through the mission that allowed me to help personalize the Iconians. This is the key one.
I'm going to jump in the hot tub.
Okay, jump in the hot tub. Jumping in the hot tub is
Full
good.
armor.
Notice one of the people in the hot tub looks a lot like Zero.
I can't put on my swimsuit.
I actually didn't put Zero in the hot or Zero at this point. Let's see.
Because the person labeled Romulan Vacationer looks a lot like Zero.
Well, it's one of the stock ones we've had. Okay, so over here, we want to talk to Charles. Very much talk to Charles.
Did you hear that the Mugato on Calaxian 4 hibernates for winter?
What?
What?
Nothing. I, go away.
Not so fast. Are you some kind of Mugato researcher?
Yes, I do research on the Mugato. I research many things about them. It is a very good research, I assure you.
All right. What's their average life expectancy?
4.
Or what?
Why? For holograms coming to fight you while I make my escape. Ah!
They didn't turn on.
What?
Nudged the emitter with my foot. These definitely don't appear functional.
That useless Ferengi. He just had to make his own emitters. Buying stock? No. That's too pedestrian for our operation. Ingenious creations that a far surpass Starfleet make. My foot. Well?
I think you should leave.
Yeah, I got it. I just have one last look over by... No? Fine, I'll leave. It's not like I have to take responsibility for this mess anyway.
Safe travels.
So that is a definite reference to Smuggler's Life for Me by John Reed Snowball, where the passcode was what he said originally at the start.
And the response was yes, but the something's hang upside down by their toenails or something.
Yeah, but the Mugato on something or other hang up or sleep upside down with their hands in their armpits.
Yes.
So what's with this what's with this Anzok dude?
You'll see.
Hello, Fleet Admiral. We spoke over subspace. The reservation Admiral Quinn placed for you is in perfect order. If you would proceed through the doors on your right, your suite is down the hall and up the short stairs on your right.
Thank you. Oh, one. No, we're good. Through here.
And we're walking.
Walk this way.
If I could walk that way.
Excuse me, are you that guy I heard about?
I am. Can I help you?
Not at the moment, not at the moment. With the sudden arrival of the Iconians, I should have guessed the Alliance would have sent for you. Looks you up and down. Adjust his air filter. You look, mortal. Are you sure you're ready to sample a canopus with the gods themselves? Canapes? Canaps? I'm not from that region.
Canapes.
Canapé, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Indeed. Looks down the hall. I won't keep you any longer. Enjoy yourself. That's an order.
Yeah, canapés are
Sure.
kind of like hors d'oeuvres, but you know.
Whatever.
Shrug.
It's
Jigoro!
Okay, Duncan has
Well-
to read Jigoro. It's been
Okay.
tradition so far that the author reads the key character.
It digs through her luggage. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? We only have a few minutes left, and I'll take Sontag too. It looks under his seat cushion. Setsa, if you just tell me what you're looking for, maybe I can. Oh, hello there.
Sontag, what are you doing in my suite?
You're sweet, but Admiral Quinn. I did a facepalm there. Oh, that cheapskate.
We're all sharing the same room.
Found it! Hi, Fleet Admiral. We're just about ready for the reception. If you need to use the facilities, that wall is a holographic projection, and...
I think I'm ready.
Good. Sontag and I will cover security. We're, the working captains. Points excitedly. You hang about and be the prestige starship captain. Have you met Captain Sean? Be like Captain Sean. Walk up to people as if you're expecting them to ask you about the Enterprise at any moment.
Understood. Where's this reception being held?
The principal ceremony will take place at the outer pavilion, though you can probably find the main players writing up in the lobby. Don't worry, you don't have to give a speech. Still, knowing what I do about the attendees, I think it would be most productive if you're seen talking to the Iconian Corinne and Breen archaeologist Anzok. The former you know, the latter we have to thank.
For what?
Her unifying relic across all time is a rock, but it served as the impetus for this event. Consensus is that it's it's ancient Iconian in origin. We're here to deliver it back to the people, and its people are here to humor us.
Understood.
Okay.
And optional dialogue if we want it here.
I call the
let's
bed.
Yay. Yeah, so this was one of my favorite builds, just to sort of like plan out this room over the glacier area and put in a
nice.
That is
few
cool.
facilities. Although I couldn't figure out the bathroom, so I just said behind holographic wall. It's like here.
Didn't we design a bathroom like on Foundry Roundtable?
I think we
You
did.
did. You did. I remember that episode.
Yeah, it turned out that was a really, really stupid complex build, and most people are like, that's too hard.
I think I made it from a pot and a bowl.
Oh,
And then Ben Alexander of the German Foundry community really designed a very authentic bathroom. Okay.
It's just one of those things where making a good one is a lot of assets.
So dialogue with Corinne here.
yes.
You. What they call it? Called the unifier? The
other.
The one.
The other.
the other. The other. How are you enjoying the gathering? I am most impressed with the preparations made by Starfleet. They don't appear to have had much resources. Even my Fashri wouldn't have. Have you been to Varvas before?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
In that case, we explore a new world together. I find that most pleasing. The others would be more reserved about the opportunity. I find it circular, a sign that we have arrived through our struggles, even if the outcome was not what we had first foreseen.
Second option.
You aren't what I expected, Corinne.
Few people should be, I hope. The Iconians were our people, like any other. Our place may have brought responsibilities, but we can err and care like any other. Are you familiar with the Terran Cat? I directed our heroes to rescue as many as possible throughout the war. Sphere 02 has been set aside for This is trivia to you, is it not? I do apologize. Conversation is not a skill I have employed in long memory.
Second option.
Not even with other Iconians?
We prefer to keep to ourselves when possible. A single person may only provide so much company in a static universe. With change, even Taket may one day become sociable. But for now, I am content to leave her to her work.
Second option.
What work is that?
Plotting domination of our circle and soon the universe as well. Taket has always been our most persistent one, but such drive is easy to manipulate. Once it has been recognized, Lemimi has taken quite unexpected pleasure in it. I fear to be some time before Taket realizes the weapons cache she's trying to access at this moment is a collection of, well, it would be impolite to say, but I do look forward to its developments.
I expect an update when we meet next.
May the occasions be many and peaceful, makes the sign of a circle. We are as one in this,
Good day, Corinne.
till all are one.
By the way, Mr. Zero has joined the chat.
Hey, Mr.
Oh, that's cool.
He missed the Mugado hanging upside down.
Aw,
Oh. Okay.
Mr.
Talk to
Fox.
Antok now.
Interesting solution for designing a brain.
Zero
Turn
said
and
no,
say
he heard the
something completely
Bagada.
unintelligible. I'm sorry, the UT didn't pick that up.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize I had the filter on. I take it that you're none other than the other?
Strike a heroic pose.
Well, let me shake you by the hand and say... filter flipped on again. I mean to say, thank you for helping to bring about a future where we can all meet together like this.
Shakes hand. I understand you played a major part in bringing us here.
That I did. But truth be told, I simply stumbled upon a minor piece of the ancient universe. Starfleet took it from there. I never expected all this. I'm happy for it, but you can imagine how a research scientist might be taken back by the glorified hobby becoming the center of galactic attention. Which one, Duncan?
Either one. I mean, if you want to learn more, that's the optional dialect symbol, but you can skip.
We'll go on. Let's see. I'll let you enjoy the moment.
Psst. Fleet Admiral person. The artifact ceremony is about to begin. It might be a good idea to head over there to the pavilion just down from the main entrance.
Are you keeping tabs on me?
I'm Starfleet Security.
Close channel.
Click. Oh.
Heathen Dog would be so proud.
I am proud of that last 1-star review.
Yeah, Heathen Dog is actually pretty sick today. That's why he's not here.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to make it for the stream tonight. I think he is, but he's pretty
Okay.
sick.
Optional dialogue here. Don't go forward. Don't go forward.
Talking to Jagora.
Ah, hello there, Galactic Traveler. I hope you are enjoying the festivities. Are you are you here as a delegate, or have vacation plans for or have your vacation plans been swept up in this joyous moment of interspecies harmony?
Listen. Gin over water. Ice. I tolerate pH within 6 and 12. Federation standard.
Continue listening.
Adjuster hat. Sir, I believe you're mistaking me for...
Gin over water. Ice. The resort manager and I are old acquaintances. Mr. Parandopoulos would be quite upset if I was.
Continue. Snaps her fingers. Sontag, the lady requires your assistance.
Continue.
Yes, milady. Sontag, would you kindly inform this gentle biped of who I am? Continue. Of course, milady. This is such a steps up. This is such a Jagoro, a mad waif who's blown in from Nimbus to sow chaos and dissension among the ranks of the Federation. She is wanted on conspiracy, vandalism, murder, and aiding the notorious Draknok the Magician. That will be all, Sontag. It is said she entered the IFAR administrative grounds with a mining laser and carved the words, "Sorry, I've had a few too many," into the sacred mural of Unali Fano Pavinda. Unali Fano Pavinda? Bring us the potato? I'd recommend exercising extreme caution with this one, sir. I'd arrest Jagoro, but it is the current policy of Starfleet Security to give its suspects a 5-minute head start minimum.
Oh boy, that's interesting.
Looks at Sontag standing up
I-
and leaves.
I think it's time to walk away.
No way.
I walked away. Yeah, that was the meat of it.
I love how so many of your optional dialogues have this like reoccurring option to just leave. It's like daring you to see how long you will keep going.
It's a good safety mechanism.
It is. So, the fleet admiral finally arrives.
To the ceremony.
And so while we do not let the past blind us, we embrace the lessons and proceed ahead to many a reconciliation. Madam Iconian, please accept this token of peace and friendship. May it not be last between our people.
I greet you without hatred in my... No, that's not it.
Page 4.
Thank you. Straightens herself. I am touched, Admiral. Our circle was forced to leave much behind. It is in my hope that we... Does anyone else feel that subharmonic?
Look around.
Subharmonic? Oh, look around.
In the name of the Temporal Liberation Front, we stop this travesty and claim its fixture in small compensation for what the Nakul people have suffered. Soldiers of a dying star, kill them all!
Last one.
Damn it, Jagoro! Thought you had security covered.
Crossphaser. Isn't fighting temporal incursions your area? There have been reports on what you've been getting up to lately.
Ready weapons.
Oops.
Flying hugs.
I somehow kept accidentally pushing back while reading dialogue, so I kept slowly walking away from the conversation.
I thought you were getting yourself in better position to combat.
Well,
Well, I mean-
almost, except I went a little too far.
That's my typical tactic whenever Jagoro is involved. Back slowly away.
A wise decision.
Not to blow up everything. I mentioned I was going to do that, right?
That was in the game plan, yes.
There goes Tardigan. There goes. Where's he going?
I think someone's up on a... Yeah, someone tried to run.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of back away from that area because it might get a little weird. Yeah, back away from there right now.
Run.
Yeah.
Gotta pop up.
Sir,
Sir,
local security is requesting assistance. A surviving Nakul raider has taken a Starfleet officer hostage.
Where's Admiral Quinn?
Looks around, shrugs. Crap.
Hey, Starfleet officer.
Don't move! This one will die if the demands of the Temporal Liberation Front are not met.
You really think? Never mind. Of course, he
Is
thinks
that-
we might actually do that.
It's a cool weapon. You're only set to stun. Reaches up, adjusts weapon. There, full power. Now you can properly negotiate.
I go with the first one.
So-
Sontag, please don't give him advice. Stop! Do not play games with the Nakul. We have bridged time itself to bring justice to the Federation and all its subjects. You cannot begin to imagine the power we will soon hold.
You lost an Iconian artifact. We want that back. Or, I'm sorry, you stole an Iconian artifact. We want that back.
He doesn't have it. They did a handoff before the commander broke ranks.
Is that
That's
so?
It is so. And if you value this human's life, then you'll forget about the artifact and focus all your attention on me.
This is a
Just
diversion to
extra
buy
ammo.
your comrades time to escape.
Steps forward, shoots to cool.
The hell was that?
I was solving a problem. Now we're free to pursue the Nakul.
We.
Transport's out.
Admiral, I'm glad you were able to resolve the situation.
Where were you, Admiral? We were concerned that.
Kyren pulled me through a portal to her flagship. She remained aboard to coordinate the search for the Nakul. The Iconians detected conventional transporter signatures. It appears that the raiders may have a ship in the system. I don't think you need me to tell you what to do, Admiral.
We'll pursue the Nakul at once.
Good. Take these two with you. They're experienced field operatives with training in non-lethal apprehension.
Hold Quinn's stare. He's giving you the look. Try not to blink. Remains rock. So
Try and press
on. Discontinuity. Huh?
Rick, are you okay? You passed out. It doesn't look like you hurt yourself. If you feel any pain, let us know.
How long was I out?
Just a few seconds. You'll be on your way then.
Yes, Admiral. We'll stop the Nakul.
What was that?
He used his mind whammy on us.
Stared into the void, and the void stared back into us.
Targeting scanners have been locked and are ready to get underway.
Let's get to work.
So this is how Quinn became an admiral, I see.
Yeah. Oh, one thing about that costume is I'm using the custom Admiral Quinn first to do the Snuggie joke, but then I also created a custom uniform for him for diplomacy setting, where he's just wearing a scant. No joke about that.
Did you see
He
the
likes
one?
the airflow.
Did you see the one I made for the Victory is Life thing, where it's Quinn and Loris negotiating on Ryza?
I don't think I saw that one.
Basically, it's the two of them in attire appropriate for sitting on the beach at Ryza.
Holy
sitting
crap,
in
we're
the same
together again.
chair.
Magic.
Together again.
So, but basically, what it is it's Quinn sitting in a beach chair on Ryza with Loris sitting on his lap.
Okay.
Welcome back, sir.
What's the status of the Nakul?
Sensors haven't detected further temporal anomalies or warp signatures. Following the initial raid, the Nakul must still be in the system.
Ready and high-intensity scan of the planetary system.
It's level 2. Wait, that's high. I thought level 2 was medium.
It's whatever we need for the situation.
That's right.
Adjusting the lateral sensor arrays. I'm cutting through what appears to be a scattering field. Curious, I'm detecting... sir, there's more than one Nakul vessel. Their weapons are primed and they're changing course.
Last
Of course
one.
it is.
Black
Alert.
Alert told
Alert.
Lieutenant Tardigrade to prepare for short-range jumps.
Black alert, because I actually have that on this character.
Science magic them all.
That is a big glowy blob.
Not going well for the Nakul.
What not cool?
Because we're back on our good characters.
In case you're wondering, I threw a that subspace instability thing into the middle of the quantum singularity.
USS Sierra responding to hostile incursion. What's your status, ship?
We messed him up good. I think we had to rouse our resident tardigrade from his nap, but otherwise we're fine.
Bailey steps up to the view screen. I haven't seen your new ship yet. It looks great. Why didn't you call us when you entered the system? Sontag and I are... Notice your expression. I'll let you get back to work.
Sigh.
Ahem. We've identified 2 impulse signatures on track for the planetary debris field. One's Nakul, and the other the ship is registered to the archaeologist Anzac. Shall we proceed?
Interesting. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Oh yeah, that ability I was talking about. It's ionic turbulence.
More combat.
And
It gives them a movement debuff to make it so they're less able to get out of the black hole, and it gives them a damage resistance debuff so that they take more damage.
and then I'm also doing black holes. Dupé's doing black holes. Yep. I'm hitting them with gravimetric torpedoes.
I
Titan's Rift.
have the full temporal spec, so it does even more annoying things to them.
Ooh, over there.
I'm loving Tricobalt then.
Look, dead things.
Getting that. That is a lot of dead things.
So yeah, this is another one of my last space maps I designed. Definitely a lot of verticality to it.
That is very interesting to look at.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so yeah, this is something I really like to do, is just to use the
I've played with these components several times, but I never thought of arranging them in this type of
yeah. And then the debris field also sort of guides the eye from planet to the moon up above too, and also kind of follows with what a gravity field might be pulling. So
We play an epic game for the prize of historical reality, but I must ask for a brief pause while we retrieve the Iconian artifact from that impudent Breen.
You mean Anzac?
Yeah, him. He carved his name into the ceiling of my quarters, and after he took the artifact from me, I plunder time itself, and that primitive thinks he's fit to...
She seems to be underestimating the Breen a lot.
This cannot be left to stand. Remain clear of this vessel and while I make a correction to Enzoc's existence. Then we shall resume the struggle.
Hey, I like the face bump. No, just no.
No, just no. Why do fleet admirals have to be so difficult? Obliterate them.
Engineering, give Lieutenant Tardigrade all the sports you've got.
Oh God! Get in the middle.
Oh God! No. There's a torpedo. I think we destroyed the universe.
Oh, that was great. It's enough energy to tear a hole in space-time.
Wait, isn't that what Tricobalt devices did in the original series?
Tricobalt is what Janeway used to destroy the caretaker array.
Subspace is what you're thinking.
Yeah, so.
No, I was thinking about when the Tholians set off one in near a star to open a rift to the mirror universe. Anyways.
Hostile vessels neutralized. The USS Sierra is en route to begin recovery operations.
What's the status?
Inoperative, sir. Main power's offline, but auxiliary systems are engaged. I'm not reading any damage. No response to hails either.
Shall we beam over? Anzok's gone to great lengths to resecure the artifact, in spite of the Federation Iconian presence in the system. I think he needs to explain why.
Indeed. Away teams, assemble in Transporter Room 1.
Coordinates locked, sir. We're beam up. Be careful over there.
No.
Make me.
I will attempt to not blow up the ship personally.
Attempt.
Until I'm ready to leave. So
No, I'd always thought a gravity will
will
look
we
great
all
here.
be together again?
Yeah, it might be
One
like
wonders.
sometimes Legion Myths has had like where sometimes they just stay together. We've sometimes had that like off that first one, so we could be all together, we could be separate. It's just all up to server magic and luck. So
Whims of the server.
yeah.
Yeah, there might be a point where it's just, you're together and it figures, it's not going to bother separating you. There's other times you to put you on separate tracks and you sometimes link up, then you're apart, link up, apart.
Yeah. So we're all together.
Hey.
And this is what I do instead of doing the stock freighter interior. I build my own. So we just need to scan.
Emergency containment field, sir. It must have tripped in response to a small atmospheric leak. Left unrepaired.
How do we disable it?
There should be a constable nearby, sir. Should be a matter of a few simple safety prompts. I'm just going to point out that a force field that's only yay high is not going to keep the air in.
I hit the asset limit and I had to do it's enough. It's enough. I had to compromise.
Well,
yeah.
The heavier gases stay low and it keeps those, that's it.
Yeah, that's right. Warning. Hull microfractures detected. Depressurization will occur in 47 standard days.
Disable emergency force fields.
Warning. Procedure is not advised. Command not accepted.
Acknowledge.
You will know our warning when the time has come. Fear the reckoning.
That was most unusual.
It's not really standard procedure.
Yeah, when I use those force fields in Treasure Hunt, I actually made a point of stacking them vertically because I had these giant archways to fill.
Yeah, that was plan A, but I did need to pull some artifact or pull some assets, and that was enough to get the mission done. So.
Starbase 923 is requesting assistance. A civilian transport was critically damaged by the Nakul. They're requesting overwatch while they evacuate passengers and crew to the starbase. Assisting the transport would mean leaving the away team. Leaving away team transporter range, sir. So we'll be fine.
See here, Captain. We'll be passing your area shortly. If you need a ride, let us know.
Thank you, Bailey.
Good luck, Captain. Give us a shout as soon as you need a lift.
End communication.
Yay. Why is there a rock on the floor?
Debris.
Oh, right, because the ship is damaged, I guess.
Yep.
It's
Well,
canon. There are
limited
rocks
in
on
the
ships.
styles of debris that we can use.
Those are melted bulkheads.
Yep.
Sure.
But seriously, I don't know if you ever watch any of Junkball Media's Star Trek videos, but he likes to point out that when things explode, they're throwing rocks and stuff around on ships.
Boo.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the first one.
Who are you?
What are you doing here?
I'm a concerned bystander. As for name, you can call me the Librarian.
Yeah, that's not a badass name at all. Just let you know.
The ship looks green. The ship look green to you, Captain?
No, it doesn't.
Good. You should also know that Anzok isn't green. His identity is as artificial as the suit he wears. And the platitude he arrived at Bravis with. Fooling Starfleet scanners was a simple mechanical operation, but you're a fleet admiral now.
Where's Anzac?
Somewhere. I could tell you where he is in this room. Sorry, I could tell you he isn't in this room, unless he's hiding under the table over there. No Anzac. He must have abandoned shift after retrieving his artifact from the Dakul. Should we do the optional, or what do you think?
First one. I mean, it's basically going to be one of those options where the player might want to try to ply him for answers. He's not going to give you any.
What's the artifact of the surprise?
I think you're purposely wasting my time.
I am, aren't I? There's a balance to strike, and you can't possibly appreciate how difficult that is. Taps his risk communication. What you find here, just know that whatever happens, you're doing someone proud. Transport's end.
That was unusual.
I think that's been most of the mission so far.
Hey, fishies.
Yeah, I stopped designing straightforward missions a while ago.
Well, I mean, you could get kind of bored of making it simple point A, point B, point C thing.
It's a light obstruction in the superstructure, and the superstructure appears to be relatively undamaged. Should be able to clear this debris without too much difficulty.
Not.
Let's set up an explosion in the middle of the spacecraft. That's a good idea.
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
Well, I mean, I fire my ship phasers while on board the ship. It's not that much different.
Party room!
I mean, the Admiral Quinn did get mildly annoyed the last time I blasted a hole through Starfleet Academy's roof, but only mildly annoyed.
Scans indicate that devices of enormous complexity has been integrated into the warp intermixed control interface. It's certainly not the artifact Anzac delivered to Starfleet. It's something else.
Can you determine its origin?
No, I can speculate as to the function. It's generating a resonance pattern similar to a subspace field modulator. There's an emitter installed on the back of the core, calibrated to... Sir, I'm positive. Antac's warp core has been modified to create a localized subspace gateway.
Is it Iconian?
Definitely not. It looks more conclave in origin. Anzac may have appropriated it just as he appropriated his identity, ship, and artifact. That or... Fleet Admiral, this ship is out of transporter range of any valuable target. Even the mining installations are shielded. Anzac may have used this device to escape.
You're proposing we follow him?
The destination is still locked. I don't recognize the coordinate system, but a scan through the portal should give us some indication of where he's gone. If there's a problem, I'm confident I can shut it down. The base is similar, the same as the Conclave Gateway. I haven't let that part of my past get away from me.
What are we waiting for?
First, I need to start cycling the core. Second, the EPS stabilizers need to be activated. Otherwise, the grid will... never mind. Just activate the console set out of the side of the room.
Yay, push buttons.
Well, I
Yay, finally, as a captain, I get to delegate.
Okay, and then talk to the officers over on... Don't go through it yet. Officers over here.
Talk to Jigaro.
Scans. There's atmospheric flow. The other side of the portal is habitable. No life signs, but there are erratic power signatures. It may be interference from the gateway, or... I'm sorry, I can't tell you where this leads. I can only say it's safe to step through.
And we have no alternative. Let's proceed.
I did allow you to delegate for the second one, too. It doesn't change anything, but...
No. We're all going through.
Sontag?
Safety tribble.
I have my safety tribble. Don't worry.
This must have been written pre-safety tardigrade.
No, this was actually I didn't have Lieutenant Tardigrade, so I did have a safety tribble, though, and it becomes plot relevant later. Okay. Lots of sharp metals. Lots of shadows. Fleet Admiral, if this species offers cookies and a friendly hug, I'll scream. Seriously, it won't be a dignified first contact gesture, but it's darn well gonna happen.
Let's just see how this plays out again.
Take a good look. Should be familiar from other missions of mine. What's this doing here?
Well, see, this is one of those interesting assets that isn't part of the original Foundry stuff. See, because these are the pieces of the Blurred Queen throne.
Yep.
From Hive Onslaught ground.
Yep.
It's actually the only place in any cryptic mission it's used.
I used it a lot.
Again.
Hello there.
You return, librarian. After only a few moments, you test the patience of this synthetic. Our bodies, obelisks, and vessel cannot maintain cohesion in full time. And yet you think more words would help secure our passage. Go. Deliver the stabilization matrix and see your cosmic purpose fulfilled. We can no longer wait for the Iconians to stumble upon our creator's salvation.
Second one.
Synthic? Question mark.
Behold, I am synthetic. You know this, librarian. Why do you waste time with empty questions?
You think I'm the librarian?
We brought you back from oblivion and gave you access to our domains across eons. Limitless potential awaits us on our eternal empire if the 4.58 billion years circle can be established. Okay, there's asterisks in this dialogue.
Really? You put footnotes in this?
I put a footnote there because this is a point bridging my series.
And yet you remain. Ezok has been dismissed, and you are now the primary instrument of all time. Must we continue this lesson? Must we demonstrate what price disobedience brings? The captain will. That's me. The captain. You are not one of the Eternity's chosen.
Nope.
I don't understand what that means.
Kill them! We brought the blight from all time.
So does that mean hugs and cookies are out of the question? Oh, that's a yes.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Fire! Fire!
I'm deploying the ice. And tardigrade.
And what I said about making everything explode.
Remember what we did in space? We just did that in ground. About the same combos, too. Grabs him by the shoulder. The librarian is working for aliens from the distant future. They tried to trick the Iconians into delivering something contained in Anzark's artifact. Now the Synthics are dispensing with pretense and going direct. We have to stop them or else... Looks to Garo, then back to you. I don't know, but we can't allow it. Now back through the gateway.
Nod.
Yeah, that's basically like making sure...
That is a helpful summary, I must say.
Yeah, because this is kind of a deuce, because I'm connecting, like...
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, this is a sequel to Apex and Epoch Part 2, a sequel to SSF, a follow-up to the Iconian War, and a follow-up to the Temporal Cold War. So, this was complex.
Yeah.
I don't want to close anything before...
Yeah, everyone step through. So.
Okay.
Sir, there's feedback coming through the portal.
Duncan, and that you like to make to tie in your storyline with the cryptic storyline.
And every other storyline ever in existence.
Pretty much with this mission. That's why I wanted this one's special to me, because it sort of turned out okay, and that was really surprising.
Sir, there's feedback coming through the portal. Local systems have been compromised. The warp core is losing containment. Reach in 9 minutes. We should evacuate.
See Harry here. We can beam you out, but you need to get clear from main engineering. The exotic radiation is scrambling our targeting sensors.
You heard the captain. Run away.
Uh-oh.
Now, yeah, everyone sort of gather on this side over here.
Follow the Duncan.
Everyone.
Where's you go?
Look at the mini-map.
Over here.
All right. Now, doohickey! There we go. Drama. Sontag, wait, I can't get through.
We're on it. Stand for emergency override.
Setsa, Sierra's standing by to transport. We just need to get you out of there.
Interrupted.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. The Synthics have set this section on lockdown, and the override console behind you is blocked by debris. You and I are trapped here, Setsa.
Remain silent.
You're not a Synthic, Anzak. You're a conscript. I don't know what they did to you, but we can help if you help us.
The worst they ever did was show me this moment. Setsa, this is as much a trap for me as it was for you.
What are you talking about?
So are we listening or telling her to focus?
Let's continue listening.
If it were up to me, I'd have stayed dead, Setsa. I'm sorry about all of this.
So this is a character I killed off in Season 1. So...
Or did you?
I brought him back! Dun dun dun!
Continue listening.
Graves?
God.
No, Adam died. He died trying to save me. Everything that happened, I had to face it alone. Hologram, clone, Undine, hallucination. You can't be right.
Continue listening.
Setsa, it's me. That first night after you'd left home, you were shattered and holding out. Setsa, I'm sure you made it to morning. We didn't tell the others. Only I knew. The Synthics pulled us from death to serve as their temporal agents. I tried to resist, but they had too much leverage over the lives of everyone in the galaxy. The most I could do was coordinate with the librarian to see that that Sontag wasn't killed when the Synthics took his implants, to dominate what remained of the Conclave.
Did Sontag? Just wanted to set this up. I'm a little busy. Brief me about it later.
Okay.
You took helium from me?
How much time until this core breach?
Approximately 2 minutes, sir. The Sierra is standing by to transport. You see, if we grab some stuff and just stack it here, we can actually jump over the force field and get her.
Oh, I know an old engineer's trick.
Rope?
We can
Cover
stack
shield.
The, cover shield, yes.
There we go.
It was my idea for how to minimize the damage. Ilium was going to die. They couldn't tolerate his influence on the timeline. I'm sorry. I knew how much he meant to you. I had to trust that Sontag had some kind of innate capability that would help you to avoid this moment. And me. I've tried to find a way out, but the Synthics...
Capability like you mean flexible arms and a triple tied to the end of a stick? Old apparatus coos softly. I reached the emergency override. The debris wasn't difficult to snake through. The force field should be coming down just about now.
Baseball.
Everything's coming apart again, and I won't lose what I have left to someone I trusted. Graves, this is by the book. You're under arrest.
Let's get out of here.
Transport is locked. Energizing now.
Thanks, Captain.
Is Zero tuning into the next map? Zero should tune into the next map. I think Zero would like the next map. There's optional dialogue on the next map.
Zero's like, did you ever design simple missions?
Nope. Because I was just thinking back to that. First one, I did a clone plot. Second one, it was Undine conspiracy and counter-conspiracy plot. Third one, plot with the Klingons and the Iconians is pretty complex. Fourth one, maybe the most straightforward, is just political dealings. Fifth one, Section 31 style plot. Second one, that was also plot. Third one, another Section 31 plot, then another Undine plot, and then all these.
Separate.
My first mission was
Too many
actually a platforming puzzle.
Okay, so go left and into sickbay. And if you want, you can do the optional dialogue first.
All right, I go talk to Dr. Zero.
Talk to Dr. Zero.
I'm really
Seems that
scared to do it.
Anyone do a good zero?
Garthon.
why is she
What?
scanning an EPO?
You're expendable. Come on.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid he has contracted the Wumples.
Listen.
I'm afraid I'll have to resort to something drastic.
Picks up the sick epo, gives it a hypospray.
Listen. Now, do the snake.
Begins moving the sick epo's arms around.
We need to increase the flow through your friend's lymphatic system so the hypospread liver can spread evenly through the system. Now, just dance! This is a shuffle with sick epo. Looks at Dr. Zero. Burps. Now, just get some rest and you'll be feeling better in no time. Come see me again for all your medical needs. Don't you want a doctor friend?
Don't you want a doctor, friend?
So for this one, just talk to Billy.
I bet you put out and everything for that one.
I made a shareable costume that approximated her. Only instead of that outfit, I put her in a Discovery outfit with the TOS science colors. I call her number 0. As a nod to number 1.
Okay, so
That was
Really?
the best voice I could do. I apologize.
that worked well.
Doctor, I want a full report on what this man is and what these Synthetics have done to him. If he complains, sedate him. That's an order.
Has he given you any trouble, Captain?
No, he just brought back a pocket dimension of madness aboard my ship, and I want that to clear it as soon as possible. I understand that your team did not secure the lost artifact. Songtang gave me a preliminary report. He punctuated it with a word I didn't think he knew.
No, but we did learn what the Synthics intended to do with it.
And are still capable of doing with it, thanks to their remaining agent in play. Synthics must know the Iconian and a Starfleet presence in the systems. I don't like how they don't appear concerned about it.
We didn't suspect their plot. Now we have some detail. That's one advantage gone.
You're right. We're in a position to run interference. With luck, we'll be able to contend with one man in a rock. I need to brief Admiral Quinn and the Iconian. I would appreciate if you could go check on Jagaro and Sontag. Then meet me in the ready room.
Understood.
Dun, dun, dun.
At least she asked nicely.
Yeah. So what I was tempted to sort of go back and revamp even during the sunset, but sort of like the Graves and the upcoming dialogue, I think are just a little heavy. But yeah, otherwise, this is, mission I do like.
They're in the lounge.
David, could you please say something? I don't know what to say. Graves is alive, and you have a lot to process. Is this it? It's what it. If you're worried about the Synthics, the Admiral wouldn't...
Setsa interrupts.
I meant us. What about us? We're a team, but you haven't felt that there's something... This isn't the time, Sontag. I want you to know that I... Picks up a dribble. That while Graves coming back places you in a difficult emotional position, it doesn't change who you are and how you feel about those around you. Answered the dribble. Do I have that right? Yeah, you do. We'll talk about it later. So, should we deputize Vudon? He did save us back there. Sure, so long as we don't tell Quinn. There's no telling how far he'll promote the little guy.
Are the two of you going to be okay?
We'll be okay. Thanks for checking up on us. I still need a moment, but one of us needs to be on the bridge. Meet with Bailey so we can be sure to see this through.
Yeah, I mean, Bobo made it all the way to Admiral, so you don't know how far.
No.
Yep. Place the dribble on her head. Stay safe.
Follow me.
And this is a custom interior map for the USS Sierra, which is a Sovereign class.
So
That's
basically
nice.
what you did was you took one of the ground scale ships and built a custom interior on top of it so you could use it as decoration. Or
Basically,
something like that.
yeah. I mean, the map came first, and then I just basically lowered the Sovereign class and just bangled it appropriately.
All right. Anything else we should see?
Let's see. I'm just gonna check one thing real quick. If you go out the lobby through the main doors, you've got this little funnel hand room leading into a hallway. On the right, do I still have this? Yep, I still have it. So you go and then take a left. I mean, if you look on your mini map, there's gonna be Lieutenant Frank.
I noticed there's a console on one of the walls that has a list of Holland novels.
Yep, that's.
Can I help you?
No, I'm simply touring the ship.
Fleet admirals.
Walk away.
So that's the Iconian or the Undine reputation armor. I want that because I want to make this character because. I was going to make a separate series with this guy, and I just wanted to
be like a cyborg like Arian.
No, he's just a robot. So just like a full-on robot. And there's a pretty deep backstory there, and it's going to be Lieutenant Tardigrade thing, and it's just one thing I was able
Correct
to
me if I'm wrong, but the Undane armor is sectioned off in a separate category in
the main game, but not in the Tailor. You can put it as a headpiece.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, if that was separate off, that would be really awesome. But there could be restrictions because you could just basically make someone who looks like an android. I mean, there's other helmets that you can kind of do, but that one works best for the purpose. So, with that, the hull program list isn't too jokey, so just head to the turbo lift.
Okie dokie. Bridge.
But yeah, this would... Yep. And you can either engage Sontag in conversation or just remain silent and then proceed.
Let's remain silent.
And then we got a bridge.
I noticed something interesting on the MSD on the bridge. It appears to be showing that there's a warp core breach in process.
It's just glitched out, They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a problem with the light being on the Blitz.
Software bugs still happen in the 25th century.
It's also showing an Odyssey class, so maybe it's showing a different... Oh, no, you know what it is? It's the North Star.
Yeah, there you go.
They have
wait, never mind. I was looking at the wrong part of the display. Turns out that the blinking red things are because the torpedo launchers are jammed.
All right. Talk to Captain Bailey.
Yeah, talk to Bailey.
Hey, Zach.
Baz's joined us in chat.
Hey, Baz.
Hey, Baz.
Stab.
Good to see you.
There's no sign of the librarian anywhere in the system. The transporter trace is still ongoing, and your science lab requests that I stop hailing them. How is she? No, that can wait. Fleet Admiral, do you have any recommendations?
Sit tight and let's see what happens.
There's not much else we can do. If we would be prudent, if we reposition ourselves within transport range of Barvis. If there's developments, a rapid response may be the only thing that saves us from disaster.
I'll return to my ship. Together, we'll offer the best defense we can.
Understood. I'll hold on to this one for the time being. He knows that what we're up against, just as well as you, and we need to have a talk about what a mutual friend needs right now.
Take care, Captain.
And beam up.
Beam, beam, beam.
Beam me out of here. I don't like the way the space cat is looking at me.
Looks like a Pokemon. Umbreon! It's Umbreon!
Well, there's a thought tardigrades are Pokemon.
Ooh.
Gotta catch them all.
Well, Pokemon actually are aliens. A lot of them are. And some of them from other dimensions.
You know, if they do
This is
like come
true.
out with a tardigrade Pokemon, I am gonna have to buy like that Nintendo handheld that's able to run that and then play that game. And then exclusively use that.
Well, it looks like all future Pokemon games are going to be on the Switch. That's what it looks like.
Hey, together!
It looks like Nintendo has decided to dispense with the idea of having separate handhold and full-size consoles.
Yeah, it
That's
works
true.
well. So,
Oh, Maria sent a message on Skype.
Yep. How close are we to the end?
combat here, we get to the ground map and then briefing resolution. So we're pretty close to the end.
Okay,
Make it so.
Too much left.
Yeah, so basically this map, the combat in the next map, and then just basically say bye to people in the next one. And we can basically just skip through that.
Okay.
So it's this in the next map, and then if we want to call it there, we can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Sir, an unidentified ship just appeared off the port bow. There are signs of instability in the outer hull, and Captain, they're firing on the starbase.
Hail them!
You must end. The obelisk, integrity, restored. Eternals, restored. Your death brings life to the creators.
Last
No.
option. Last option.
Engineering, tell the lieutenant to prepare for a spore jump.
Engineering her.
I left the...
Lieutenant Tardigrade is at his station. He left a note. Or had
Hello,
Tardigrade.
Admiral person. I found spores. I go get spores. I'd be back quick. But maybe I find more spores. My room there's a turtle. If I'm not back in 3-5 days, she will get lonely. Could you tell Turtle she is a good turtle? I'll be back soon. Lieutenant CJ Tardigrade.
Well then.
Well done.
What's CJ stand for?
I wasn't quite sure. So
Computer generated.
I like right now his I named him James for the first name. So it's
Carlton.
Cool
Carlton
James.
Cool James? That's LL Cool J's name. Oh god, just watching all the ships whip around.
Wanting more science magic.
Oh boy. So much explosion. Oh yeah, did you guys ever hear that the way that the people originally managed to beat the original no-win scenario was by choosing most of the enemy spawns by using mega gravwell builds to pull the enemies away from the freighter.
Dialogue. Got it quick.
Sir, the
Sir-
Iconian flagship has taken heavy damage. Corinne isn't responding to our hails.
Proceed to location at once. Scan.
Hull breaches, main power offline. But I'm reading an Iconian life sign near the auxiliary control room. I can't get a transporter lock on her signature, sir.
Relay the coordinates of transporter room. We're heading over.
Sir, the Synthics could deploy more vessels at any moment. and this librarian is still at large. Do we have time for?
One thing at a time.
All right.
Gaming.
Anyways, well, like I say, the trick people came up with was to use grav wells to not only pull the enemies away from the freighter, so they couldn't get in weapons range of the freighter, but also cause chain warp core breaches to blow up the enemies.
Dun, 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 dun,
That's-
dun, 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 dun.
It's just one of those weird things where at some point the enemies are doing more damage to each other than you're doing to them.
That's a tactically sound decision.
So, in case we're separated, Greendragoon should pay close attention to when he sees a button pop up in the combat section, because that will make it easier.
And we're separated.
Okay.
That said,
So
unlike
just
my
proceed
tactical
ahead.
characters,
This is Okay. So this is a small custom Iconian interior, which is kind of small because I was working under a lot of limitations, as you'll see. So, talk to Corinne.
Fashri,
Corinne, are you?
I am undamaged. Is there anything we can do for your officer? My ship is standing by. No, she is gone. Captain, we detected the hostile vessels attacking your station. They were surprising. Before main power went offline, I directed my herald to scan the surface of Barvis for similar energy signatures.
Did they find anything?
I do not know. The console is here, directly ahead. I grant you access. The ship will respond.
Thank you. And I believe we have Zero with us. Can you hear us?
Can I hear you?
Yay!
I was just gonna lurk. It was gonna be.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Very glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for
Yep.
the invitation. Oh wait, no, that's right.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna throw
Try
Kale
it.
under the bus because I asked him
I
if he
mean,
wanted to come, and then he said, "Do you want Maria to come?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely," and nothing happened.
Yeah, I saw that. That was in text. In chat, I saw that.
He mentioned
So now we
something
finally have.
passing yesterday, and I was like, "Well, we'll see."
Now we finally got the Foundry mega stream I've always hoped for.
The Avengers movie.
The Foundry Roundtable and the Legion of Myth people all on at once. And I'm on there for measure too. I'm Pax, by the way, in case you've never heard.
Yeah, and yeah, just to introduce Garthon, he and his co-conspirator Doc have been running for a couple years now, just Foundry missions and giving them full voiceover and Mystery Science Theater style, and yeah, but doing a lot just to sort of now even just preserve Foundry missions and give them extra life.
Yep, appreciate that. And I've also enjoyed your work when you were doing all your stuff, Zero. Thank you very much.
My live stream, yeah.
Yeah.
When I used to live stream the Foundry,
Yeah, that was fun.
it
Those are
got
good stuff.
complicated.
Yeah, naturally.
Well, shall we polish off this mission?
Yeah, let's get this
Yes.
done. I can
Yep.
eat dinner.
Yep, because this
Consider-
one we can just finish off in this mag, because the other one, next one, is just resolution. So
Replace
right.
with console.
console
Signature.
says technical things.
Librarian must have activated something on the planet's surface.
I've activated the gateway. You are free to proceed to our enemy's location. Picks up Roster's body. Please, bring an end to this.
We will, Corinne. Take care.
Ah, nice.
Portal.
Nice.
Because
Da-da-da.
this is why that map had to be so small.
Tricky.
Mm-hmm. I see I'm going to be performing multiple massacres.
So,
I don't
Rex,
know.
Bailey sent us down to check on an anomalous power signature. There's Synthics here, and
What's the situation?
an evacuation order was triggered when something emerged onto the surface. People made it out, but in the last few minutes, local systems have become completely scrambled. Strange icons have materialized all over the complex. Tang and Tag and I have spotted Synthics emerging from them just before you arrived.
It may be a sign of worse things to come. We need to push through them and find the librarian.
We're ready. Just give the word.
Let's go.
Dun, dun, dun. So if you see a prompt pop up, you can basically hit F, and it makes it easier.
Mark target. Proceed.
So yeah, this is sort of the last evolution of my sort of mission difficulty, just to provide those sort of in-world context prompts to adjust things.
Cool.
So there's the first one, which is a sniping, and then once you get to these sort of next big square tan area, it's gonna be another one.
So the funny thing about my engineering characters over my tactical characters, they are way more survivable.
Well, that's kind of generally true. There are certain ways of building tactical characters that emphasize survivability, but that's not what most people first think of when they think of tactical. Like, you're using Rally Cry. Rally Cry is great. I would use it before things start killing you.
All right, so as you approach the sort of the next big
torpedo
intersection point, torpedo strike, and there you go. So yeah, this is just a bit of a resort built between glaciers and volcanoes. It's under attack. It's got bits of the future tech popping up all around it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun sort of meshing elements together with this one.
I'm not sure it's going to qualify as a resort whenever Refugini's done with it.
It may need a coat of paint.
Yep.
And new atmosphere, just saying. Did I ever mention just how much I love the lightning shotgun? When you read the tooltip, it's like, oh, that doesn't have very high DPS. And then you realize that the scattering particle effect does bonus damage to enemies, and thus the actual base damage of it is actually kind of like half the damage the weapon does.
I'm at the stairs, and that's the sort of the finale of the mission.
All right, I got one more group to get through.
I aggroed one group and they like almost half the map ran at me. So that was fun.
The aggro can be problematic like that.
No, I'm used to going in elite missions with heathen dogs, so that was actually quite refreshing. Relatively easy.
I'm doing a cheese ball thing where I use the paradox bomb to cluster them really close together and then hit them with electrical AoEs.
Yeah, I've got that with gravitational juncture. So yeah, ready to proceed with the last part here.
All right. Almost to the stairs.
Is that where Tagoro talks to you? It's the Shank's weapon?
Yeah, that's where you can basically let her blow up the last group.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Speed things up.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. I use the overlapping the tops of the black columns there just to sort of give a vibe of the place being reformatted.
Ooh, purple loot.
5-star.
Just die!
I'm at the librarian and his relic.
Alright.
Yep.
I think I'm just... There we go. Alright, I'm here.
Okay, let's proceed.
Looks up the eternal relic. No pretenses.
No pretenses.
Toss his mask aside. I'd say it's good to finally see you. We both know there's nothing about the situation that's good.
Captain Taggart.
Dun dun dun.
Captain?
I'd say it's good to see you, but we both know that it's nothing about the situation.
We just did that.
Oh, okay.
And then we did Captain.
Yep. Number 1, I gave my life to save you and the crew. The Synthics brought me back, but
I haven't forgotten the decision I made.
Taggart,
You need to
stand
stop
down.
doing that.
Who's doing the synthic?
A broken man cannot move without direction. We have broken him. We have shown him what awaits for all of us. The blight will claim all eternity. We must act to strengthen the creators. Their dominion will begin here, with aeons to prepare. Once we have joined to the stabilization matrix, it has been gathered through long calculation. Now we must deliver our core without delay.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
That instability is a safety check. Your creators never intended their technology to travel this far back through time without their authorization. Process all you like, but establishing a cyclical empire for your creators to rise into won't prevent their destruction. You showed me the time stream. It's a fixed event in history.
And yet, you stand before the obelisk, ready to complete your purpose. You understand control, librarian. You understand leverage. You know how far we can spread pain across time. 1,000 times we have showed you the price of disobedience. Shall we elevate this lesson?
Taggart.
I learned from the best. This is what I impart to you. Breaks up the artifact, triggers a concealed explosive device. Shield dies. Ooh, that wasn't good for them.
Talk to Taggart.
I flew. Oh, that's a good excuse for why he moved platforms. Very nice. 5 stars.
Hold on, Taggart. We're treating your injuries.
I wasn't sloppy in designing that bomb, Captain. I can see the top of the obelisk. It's disintegrating. Soon it'll be dust in the wind. And what synthics remain will have to spend eternity in solitude. They jumped the gun. And their only foothold is fading. Now we can finally rest.
Like tears
In the rain.
Oh, no, you don't, sir.
Batman.
I made a decision that you don't get to make twice. It just carried on my wayward for longer than I expected. Captain, they showed me your career. I could be more proud of the officer you've become.
Wait, so does he know how many planets I've blown up for the fun of it?
Shh, don't tell him.
He's actually into planet destruction.
Yeah. He likes that sort of thing.
Okay.
Take Taggart's hand.
There's worlds beyond imagining waiting for you. And those you leave behind keep striving. Remember who you are. Captain has been...
It's been what? It's been what?
Remain silent.
Sir.
What is it?
With the obelisk disintegrating, geological instability is increasing. We should go.
And Taggart?
Just a sec. I walked away from... There we go. He did his best he did the best he could under difficult circumstances. In spite of what's happened, I'm sure Starfleet Command will respect his sacrifice.
Thank you, Jagoro. I didn't ask you.
Aww.
Let's prepare for transport.
There we go. So that's basically it. Yeah, and the last map is just like, oh, yeah, good job. Okay.
And that is a heck of a sum-up mission.
Yeah, no kidding.
And as always, the maps are
All the
beautiful,
things
Mr. Idaho.
happened.
Well, we wanted to do a mission with Maria, if she's willing.
Yeah, I will bow out and let her hop on in. It has been a pleasure, gentlemen, I must say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great to have you.
And thank you for all your hard work over the years, highlighting the Foundry.
Oh, always. I like to say the pleasure was all mine. You guys had fantastic work.
It was always great to get together. It was also a pleasure that through the Foundry I was able to meet you guys, talk with you, get to know you a little bit, some more than others, of course. But in a lot of ways, I felt like I got to know some of the authors through their work, and it's been a real pleasure doing that. To see the creation that was there. I'll miss it, but I'm sure I'll see you guys around.
I have to say, one thing I love as authors, being able to talk to people who play missions and be like, well, see, the reason why that doesn't work is, yeah.
Yeah, and that's always great.
Exactly.
That's one of the things we love doing, be able to talk to you guys. You're like, oh, well, we can't do that because of this, or here's that limitation.
Mhm.
You know, and seeing the tricks you guys use to get around them sometimes is just incredible. But with that, I will try to remember how to leave the team.
Yeah, catch you later.
Thanks for joining us.
Here.
Thank you very much, everyone. And as I always like to say, mission accomplished.
Yay!
Definitely.